Hi students, welcome to my channel. My name is Vedamurthy. You are watching the video class 11 chemistry structure of atom part 6 part 5. Today we are going to talk about quantum mechanical model of atom. In this topic we're going to cover some of the regarding hydrogen atom and the Schrodinger equation and important feature of the quantum mechanical model of atom and also orbitals of quantum numbers. What are the orbitals and quantum numbers? Then finally we'll going to solve some two problems. Okay students, so shall I start the now we'll start this one topic. This is one of the very important topic in structure of atom. Dear students, in the previous classes we learned about Bohr's model and its failure. What are the reasons for failuring? A dual behavior of the atoms. All those things we learned in the previous class. Students, classical mechanics, as per the classical mechanics, you know that Newton's law of motion, how it is. So Newton's law of motion describe very well about the macroscopic objects. Means macroscopic objects means big particles. Say for example stone you are throwing into the sky, it will fall down. Okay, same way orbiting planets, etc. We are learned in that Newton's law of motion. So these essential particles like behavior, as we learned in the previous sections how it is, but those are all fails when we are applying into micro particles or micro objects. For example, electrons, atoms, and molecules. This is mainly because the fact that classical mechanics ignores the concept of dual behavior of matter, especially for subatomic particles and the uncertainty principle. The quantum mechanics is a branch of science that takes into account this dual behavior of matter. Quantum mechanics is a branch of science that takes into account this dual behavior of matter. Students, quantum mechanics is a theoretical science and this deals with the study of motion of microscopic objects that have both observable wave-like particles, wave-like and particle-like properties. This quantum mechanics specifies the laws of motion that their objects obey. When quantum mechanics is applied to the macroscopic objects, say for wave-like properties or insignificant cases, the results are the same as those from the classical mechanism. Quantum mechanics was developed independently in 1926 by two great physicists. One is Werner Heisenberg and another one legend Erwin Schrödinger. Here we'll discussing about the quantum mechanics which is based on the ideas of wave motion. The fundamental equation of quantum mechanics was developed by Schrödinger, and it was for this fundamental equation in 1993 Erwin Schrödinger won the Nobel Prize. So this particular equation incorporates wave particles duality of matter as proposed by the de Broglie in but de Broglie equations are quite complex, and those are very difficult to solve the problems or by using mathematics in this class. So maybe in your higher education we learn those things also. Fine, no problem. For a system means for an atom or molecule whose energy does not change with the time. When the atom or molecule whose energy which does not change the time with the time. So the Schrodinger equation we can write it as here you can see that one, that equation. Sorry, that equation you can see this is H psi is equal to E psi. H psi is equal to E psi. Here H is a mathematical operator. So H is nothing but Hamiltonian constant. Okay, students. See next. Schrodinger gives a recipe of constructing this operator from this expression for the total energy of the atom. The total energy of the system takes into account the kinetic energies of all the subatomic particles. Subatomic particles means electrons and nucleus. So attractive potential between the electrons and the nuclei, and repulsive potential among the electrons and the nuclei individually. Attractive particles between the electrons and nuclei, and repulsive potential among the electrons and nuclei individually. The solutions of this equation gives E and psi. So hydrogen atom and the Schrodinger equation. When Schrodinger equation is involved in hydrogen atom, the hydrogen atom, the solution gives the possible energy levels the electron occupy and the corresponding wave function psi of the electron associated with each energy level. These quantized energy states and corresponding wave function which are characterized by a set of three quantum numbers. Okay, students, what are the three quantum numbers? One is principal quantum number, second one is azimuthal quantum number, and third one is magnetic quantum number. Students, principal quantum number we can denote it as n, and azimuthal quantum number we can denote it as L, and magnetic quantum number we can denote it as ml. Okay, so here and these three characterized or quantized energy states and corresponding wave functions which are characterized by a set of the three quantum numbers, okay, which arises as a natural consequence in the solution of the Schrodinger equation. So when an electron is in any energy state, the wave function corresponding to that energy state contains all information about the electron. The wave function is a mathematical function whose value depends upon the coordinates of the electron in the atom and does not carry any physical meaning. Such wave functions of the hydrogen or hydrogen like species with one electron are called atomic orbitals. Such wave functions of the hydrogen or hydrogen like species with one electron are called atomic orbitals, and such wave functions pertaining to one electron species are called one electron system. When it is pertaining the such wave functions, when it is pertaining to one electron species, so it's called, that is called, those things are called one electron species system. The probability of finding an electron at a point within an atom is proportional to the epsilon square, sorry, psi square, that is we can write it as psi like this. The sequence, the quantum mechanism, the quantum mechanical results of the hydrogen atom successfully predict all the aspects of the hydrogen atom spectrum, including some phenomenon that could not be explained by the Bohr model. So applications of Schrodinger equation to multi-electron atoms presents a difficulty. The Schrodinger equation cannot be solved exactly for a multi-electron atom, but this is difficulty can be overcome by using approximate methods. Such calculations with the aid of modern computers show that the orbitals in the hydrogen in the atom other than hydrogen do not differ any radical way from the hydrogen orbitals as discussed above. The principal differences lies in the consequence of the increased nuclear charge. Because of this, all the orbitals are somewhat characterized. Further, as you shall see the later in another next sections, so in the same chapter, unlike orbitals of the hydrogen or hydrogen-like species, whose energies depends only on the quantum number n, the energies of the orbitals in multi-electron atom depend on the quantum numbers n and l. So there are some important features of the quantum mechanical model of atom. So quantum mechanical model of atom is the picture of the structure of the atom which emerges from the application of the Schrodinger equation to atoms. See, here we'll discuss some of the important features of the quantum mechanical model of the hydrogen atom or atom. First one, the energy of electron is in atoms is quantized, so that is can only have certain specific values. Say for example, when electrons are bound to the nucleus in atoms. Secondly, the existence of the quantized electronic energy levels in a direct result of the wave-like properties of the electrons and are allowed solutions of the Schrodinger wave equation. And third one, both the exact portions or position and the exact velocity of an electron in an atom cannot be determined simultaneously. Say Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The path of an electron in an atom therefore can never be determined or known accurately. The fourth one, an atomic orbital is the wave function psi. Wave function psi can represent it. For an electron in an atom, we say that electron occupies that orbital. Since many such wave functions are possible for an electron, there are many atomic orbitals in an atom. These one electron orbital wave functions are orbitals for the from the basis of the electronic structure of the atoms. In each orbital, the electron has a definite energy. An orbital cannot contain more than two electrons. In a multi-electron atom, the electrons are filled in various of the orbitals in the order of increasing energy or energy. For each electron of a for each electron of a multi-electron from atom, there shall therefore be an orbital wave function. Characteristics of the orbital: it occupies all the information about the electron in an atom is stored in its orbital wave functions and quantum mechanics. So make it possible to extract the formation information about out of psi. The last feature of quantum mechanics mechanical model of the atom, the probability of finding an electron at a point with an atom is proportional to the square of the orbital wave function, that is epsilon psi square. So that is, you can see this is a psi square. Like this you have to make, like this is the, so psi square is this is only. Okay, okay students. So see, from this expression, so at that particular point, electron orbital wave function psi square. So psi square is a known as probability density and is always positive. From the value of psi square at different points with an atom, it is possible to predict the region around the nucleus where electron will most probably be found. So orbitals and quantum numbers. A large number of orbitals are possible in an atom. Qualitatively, these orbitals can be distinguished by their size, shape, and orientation. An orbital of smaller size means there is more chances of finding the electron near the values near the nucleus. Similarly, shape and orientation means that there is more probability of finding the electron along certain directions than along others. Atomic orbitals are precisely distinguished by what are known as quantum number. Each orbital is designated by three quantum numbers labeled as n, l, and ml. The principal quantum number, we can say it as n, is a positive integer with the value of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The principal quantum number determines the size and, to a large extent, the energy of the orbital for the hydrogen atom and the hydrogen like species, for example He plus, Li2 plus, and etc. So, like hydrogen like species, energy and size of the orbital depends only on principal quantum number n. The principal quantum numbers also identifies the shell. With the increase in the value of n, the number of a load orbital increases, and the given by it is n square. All the orbitals of a given values of n constitute a single shell of the atom and are represented by the following letters. N is equal to n. When n is equal to 1, so shell will becomes k. When n is equal to 2, the shell will becomes l. When n is equal to 3, the shell will becomes m. And when l is equal to 4, sorry, when uh, when n is equal to 4, though the shell will becomes n, and so on. The size of the orbital increases. How the size of the orbital is increases? With the increase of the principal quantum number n. In other words, the electron will be located away from the nucleus. Since energy is required in shifting away the negatively charged electron from the from the positively charged nucleus, the energy of the orbital will increase with increase of the n. So now azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number we can denote it as like this L. Azimuthal quantum number we can denote it as like this L. Okay, L. That is L. See, azimuthal quantum number, also known as the orbital angular momentum or subsidiary quantum number. So, azimuthal quantum number defines the three-dimensional shape of the orbital for a given value of n is equal to n l. Can have a positive, can have n values ranging from 0 to n minus 1. So that is for a given value of n, the possible values of l are 0, l or 0, 1, 2, etc. and n minus 1. See, we can see some of the examples here. When n is equal to 1, when n is equal to 1, sorry, when n is equal to 1, the value of L is 0. When n is equal to 1, the value of L is 0. For n is equal to 1, value of L is 0. Same. So when value of n is equal to 2, the possible values of L can be 0 and 1. And same way, when L is equal to 3, the possible values of L are 0, 1 and 2. And for each cell consists of one or more subshells or sublevels. The number of the subshells in a particular shell is equal to the value of n. For example, in first shell n is equal to 1, there is only one subshell which correspond to L is equal to 0. So there are two subshells L is equal to 0 and 1 in the second cell when n is equal to 2. So there are some 3. When n is equal to 3, there are some 3 shells, that is L is equal to 0, 1 and 2. So and etc. So on, you can write like that. Each subshell is arranged an azimuthal quantum number L. The subshell corresponding to different values of L are represented by the following symbols like this. When value of L is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then notation for the subshell is SPDFGH and so on. So now we know about principal quantum number and azimuthal quantum number. Next, the third parameter is magnetic orbital quantum number ML. So magnetic orbital quantum number ML, and also friends, you can some of the examples also I would like to tell you that one subshells and their notations. When you can see the refer the this table here. See, when n is equal to 0, when n is equal to 1, L is 0. So when it is 0, when L is equal to 0, then subshell notation will becomes 1s. When n is equal to 2, okay, so L also 0, then subshell notation is 2s. When n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1, and its subshell notation is 2p. And when n is equal to 3, L is 0, then subshell notation is 3s. And when n is equal to 3, L is equal to 1, then it will become 3p, and so on. Example, you can learn this all up to 4f, 4s, 4p, 4d, everything is there, that we can see. That is, so magnetic orbital quantum number is the third parameter in a quantum mechanics. So this can be represented as ML. Gives the information about the spatial orientation of the orbital with respect to the standard set of the coordinate axis. For any subshell defined by L values, 2L plus 1 values of ML are possible, and these values are given by ML is equal to minus L. Okay, ML is equal to minus L. Yes, you can see this. That is only. So ML is equal to minus L into 1 L minus 1 minus of L minus 2 dash 0, 1 and dash. So L minus 2, L minus 0 and L. So there are here, for L is equal to 0, the only permitted value of ML is 0. So when L is equal to 0, the only permitted value of ML is 0. See this. second one. Sorry, see, when L is equal to 0, the only permitted ml value is 0. So that is nothing but we can calculate how much orbitals are there, what orbital is there from this these two parameters. L is equal to, when L is equal to 0, ml also 0. Then we can calculate the how many orbitals are there. 0 comma 2 into again 0 plus 1, so we'll get the answer 1. That is having, when L is equal to 0, when ml is equal to 0, then the orbital is s, that is 1s orbital. Same way, when L is equal to 1, so ml is becomes ml is minus 1, 0, and so how there are 3p orbitals, how it will comes. So 1 into 2 of 1 plus 1, you'll get 3p orbitals. Same way, when L sorry when L is equal to 2, uh, ml is equal to minus 2 minus 1 0 plus 1 plus 2, and um, plus into 2 of 2 plus 1 is equal to 5, you'll get 5d orbitals. Got student? So it should be noted that the values of ml are derived from the L, and that the values of L are derived from the N. Each orbital in an atom, there is defined by set of values of N, L, and ml. An orbital described by the quantum numbers n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1, so ml is equal to 0 is an orbital of the p subshell of the second shell. See, this is the following chart, which gives the relation between the subshell and the number of orbitals associated within it. So when L is equal to value of L 0, then subshell notation is s. Okay, then its orbitals are only 1, that is 1. So value of L is equal to, see, when value of L is equal to 1, so you will get, so when, then the subshell notation becomes 2, subshell notation becomes p. So that is, the number of orbitals are 3. When the value of 2, we can see the table, when the value of L is 2, then subshell notation becomes d, and its orbitals are 5. And value of L is 3, subshell notation is f, and number of orbitals in the f subshell notation having 7. When value of L is 4, subshell notation for 4 is g, and number of orbitals for the g is 9. And value of L is 5, subshell notation for value of L is h. Number of orbitals for h is 11. So electron spins. This is about principal quantum number and azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number. Now we can discuss electron spin s. The three quantum numbers labeling an atomic orbital can be used equally well to define its energy, shape, and orientation. But all these quantum numbers are not enough to explain the line spectra observed in the case of the multi-electron atoms. That is, some of the lines actually occurs in dots. Two lines and closely spaced when triplets. So three lines closely placed when doublet is, two lines are closely placed. When triplets, then three lines closely spaced, etc. This suggests the presence of the few more energy levels than predicted by the three quantum numbers. In 1925, George Lensbeck and Samuel Goldschmidt proposed the presence of the fourth quantum number known as electron spin quantum number, ms. Electron spin around its own axis. Electron has, besides charge and mass, intrinsic spin angular quantum number. Spin angular spin angular momentum of the electron is a vector quantity, can have two orientations which are relative to the chosen axis. So these two orientations are distinguished by the spin quantum numbers ms, which can take the values of plus of or minus of. These are called the two spin states of the electron, and normally we can represent it by the two arrows, one arrow upwards, that is sign up, and the second one arrow is downward sign, that is downward arrow, that is spin down. The two electrons have different ms values, so one is plus of and other is minus of, are said to have opposite spins. Orbital cannot hold more than the two electrons, and these two electrons should have opposite spins. To sum up the four quantum numbers provide the following informations. So one is n defines the shell, determines the size of the orbital, and the and also to large extent the energy of the orbital. Second one is there are n subshell in the nth shell. L identifies the subshell and determines the shape of the orbital. There are two L plus 1 orbitals of each type in a subshell, that is 1s orbital L is equal to 0, 3p orbitals when L is equal to 0, sorry, L is equal to 1, and 5d orbitals when L is equal to 2 per subshell. To some extent also determines the energy of orbital in a multi-electron atom. Third one is ML designates the orientation of the orbital for a given value of L. ML has 2L plus 1 values, the same as the number of the orbitals per subshell. It means that the number of orbitals is equal to the number of waves in which they are oriented. And last one, ms refers to the orientation of the spin of the electron. Here we are going to solve some two problems. One is, what is the total number of orbitals associated with the principal quantum number n is equal to 3? Students, when n is equal to 3, the possible values of L are 0, 1 and 2. Thus, there is one 3s orbital, n is equal to 3, L is equal to 0 and ML is equal to 0. So there are 3p orbitals, n is equal to 3, L is equal to 0 and ML is equal to minus 1, 0, plus 1. There are 5 3d orbitals when n is equal to 3, L is equal to 2 and ML is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. Students, therefore, the total number of orbitals is 9. The same value can also be obtained by using the relation number of orbitals n square. So n square here is given when n is equal to 3 is, so when apply to square, so we'll get 3 square is equal to 9. The second problem, using SPDF notation, describe the orbital with the following quantum numbers. See here, when n is equal to 2, L is equal to 1, so orbital will becomes 2p orbital, and same way n is equal to 4, L is 0, then orbital is 4s, and n is equal to 5, L is equal to 3, then orbital will becomes 5f, and the last one is n is equal to 3, L is equal to 2, then the orbital will becomes 3d. Students, I hope this topic you understood. And students, I am requesting, if anybody is new to this channel, please subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.